So, I wanted to do a video as a reflection on my hermit life. Now, hermiting is one of those things where it's like, hey, society, I'm kind of grown of your shit, so I'm going to go over here and do my own thing. And I've kind of been doing that for a while now. I'm sort of like in nature. I'm on the Appalachian Trail, like on the trail. I can walk up onto it on that mountain. I live on the mountain. So I'm like away from society, and like I moved to an area down here in the last couple of years where it's like I don't know anyone. I just don't want to know anyone, partially. Plus, the people that I end up crossing paths with aren't just my cup of tea. So I'm kind of just doing me. I always see like if you go into like a hermit stage, you gotta work on yourself. So this time span that I've hermited, I've managed to work on a lot of inner stuff, and that has brought about a lot of like spiritual growth and development. There's aspects of just cleansing, detoxing. I've shifted my diet since, completely plant-based. What else? Yeah, there's like so much to actually hermiting because I'm like trying to sum up my experience here. Well, it's not for everyone. I'll tell you that right off the bat because my social life doesn't exist. So I like maybe chat with somebody here and there on the internet, but it's not like depth. I don't get face-to-face talk. And the only people I really get to see, I mean, like family's like less than an hour away, which I'll see every so often, but they're more like still in that work slave system. And their consciousness can't really take what I put out there. So it's like, hey, hi, we know each other, we're family, cool, how you're doing, good, cool. But that's the extent. It's not like you are having that in-depth conversation of, hey, this is what I'm passionate about, or this is what I'm working on, or these are things that I have interest in that I can share, but you don't seem to grasp that concept. So it's really like keeping to myself a lot. And yeah, I guess to a term that can get lonely, but really loneliness is just uncomfortable with where you are in life, but I'm okay. I mean, like, I understand I'm supposed to be where I am for the meaning of doing that, and I know that I still have this period where I gotta work on my tarot cards, and I gotta complete that, and I would actually prefer this hermit life because it allows me to have that focus where I can wake up, do that artwork, continue it, have that time to invest into it, because, I mean, life is what we make it, so I might as well make the best of it. I don't just say like, oh yeah, I'm gonna pass my time away, la 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 la. Nah, I don't do that. I'm like, yeah, let's make the best of it, because if I want to look back, I want to say that yeah, I gave it my all, or I did the best I could, or at least I followed my dreams, because that's what makes me happy. I want to be able to culminate that and make it a reality, make nothing into something, kaboo, that magic, because we're creator beings, we do that. So let's see, what else with that hermit life? So yeah, social life ain't so much. Productivity, you have to be able to actually like say, hey, I guess this applies to also people who work at home. You gotta say, hey, you know you gotta do something in this time span. How you do that is up to you. But you know, like, okay, you gotta be reasonable. Like, you understand that some days you're like, yeah, I'm gonna work on this, but you're a little more flexible. It's not like, hey, I got this schedule and I gotta follow it because I need to follow these rules. I mean, it's not Saturn, but my flow is like, hey, I'll do this, then I'll do that. But anything I've learned is that I'm able to see more of the patterns of the universe, so things just fall into place. Like, certain astrological aspects just fall in and just say, hey, it's a good time for this, or something will come into awareness, be it from me discovering it, or it just is brought up, where I'm like, oh, cool, I'll lean into that. And that's actually another thing that is good to talk about, because in relationships, people tend to just get too warped up in their external environment. So removing that by the hermit life, just in general. You remove drama, you remove chaos, you remove aspects which allow you to be left with who you are. And then some people can't do that because some people just aren't able to be okay with themselves, who they are. They don't even know who they are. So yeah, that's going to be some difficulties, but that's why the hermit life tends to be for those who have that wisdom and know, like, society, you're just not my cup of tea, so I'm okay with that. I've had those moments, like every 4 years or something like that. I'm like, okay, I've done all I can. Time to move on to a new adventure or to a new chapter. And that's probably approaching again soon, but not yet. I still gotta do like my tarot stuff, so it's on my cards. I'll be focusing on that. But this hermit life, yeah, so there's no social life, so all my friends are like animals. I love nature. I get to see birds. Like, I saw a woodpecker out there, cardinals fly up to my window right here. I'm like, hey, what's up, cardinal? You're so vibrant. And I give them compliments because, yeah, nature's appreciative and they love it. I love nature. Nature is love. I don't need to label things. I don't know half these bird species, but you know what? I can still acknowledge and appreciate its beauty. Why not? I feed them bird seeds. Yeah. So, like, animals are great. Connecting with nature is great. I'm all by this nature. So having this nature around connects me back. My room in particular, since I don't have to deal with too many energies, is like set up crystal grid wise to take care of the energy, to work on that, optimize, and that self-fulfillment. So I'm able to apply myself where needed. And I guess it's like sort of turning into a rant here. But yeah, I think we're like touching on itty bitty bits. I mean, it's nice, it's not for everyone. I can say that, but I'm grateful for it. Like, I don't mind it. Yeah, I'm sure like that extra support will be nice, but I don't have that feedback loop. I can't just say like, hey, what do you think about this? No one gives me that in-depth like, oh, okay, bouncing ideas off of that actually are tangible. So it's really comes down to discernment. My intuition has vastly improved since hermiting. Dream life, my dreams at night, I go to sleep, I'm having like several sequences, and I record it in like super good detail because you never know. I just carry that information over and my consciousness can actually absorb that and download it and just say like, hey, awareness, here's a gift to you. And I'm like, oh, cool. And sometimes I like meet more people in my dreams and I'm having blast there. So it's, as much as I have this hermit life, there's this whole astral plane where I'm like, yeah, life is great. I'm doing all these cool things and whatnot. Yeah. So where am I going with this? That's a good question. I don't really have an answer for it. But this is a reflection video, so I guess I'm just sort of just saying what comes to mind. And I'm releasing it, letting it out there. I don't know, people could relate to it. People could be like, oh, that's a cool, interesting idea. I don't know. But yeah, I'm making a video on it. It's a vlog. What do you want from me? I'm being real talk here, just as is. Life is life. So yeah, I won't keep you too long if you're watching this video, which you are. Kudos to you. Thank you. You're taking your time to see what I have to say. I like that. And I mean, maybe something cool come out of it. But yeah, I'm gonna do this thing here. And there's gonna be another one right about ya. So we got these two between me. And I'm gonna put a playlist here again. It's gonna chill here. And then I'm gonna just talk for a couple seconds. Because there technically gotta be like at least a certain amount, but under 20 seconds. But every time I do it, it's like always last a minute.